Hello and welcome to another Doctor Assistant 1 video. Today I'm doing another Doctor Who related video, obviously. Today I'm doing a video that I thought of quite a while ago. I never got around to doing it, so obviously now I'm doing it. Without further ado, it is my top 5 ideas for a 5-inch figures. Doctor Who figures, mainly because obviously at this time that I'm recording, as you the viewers hopefully would be aware, the 5-inch figure range has finished now, unfortunately, but ironically they're sometimes doing like these exclusive-y kind of like ones that they know that the sort of more adult based fans want. And so I feel like character options are therefore then making them more expensive than they should be. Like the Time of the Doctor set, as good as it is, I personally think it should be £25. Anyway, I'm going on a bit of a tangent here. These are just figures that I really would like in 5-inch. I know 5-inch range. I know some of these might be coming at the 3.75-inch range, but personally, I don't know. I don't really hate that range. I don't know. It's good for what it is, but it's not brilliant. Anyway, but it's not horrible. It's just average. Anyway, it's a top 5 list. Number 1 isn't better than number 5. They're all different figures that I'd like to one day be made into action figures, and because I like the characters or the monsters. They're all monsters. So in at number 5, the Headless Monks from series 6, from A Good Man Goes to War, an actual good episode from series 6. My idea was maybe you could just they could reuse a Hawthorne figure, paint the robe all like purple, cut the head off, mould like a new piece for like a stump, and then have like a hood where you could move the hood up and then move it back down, obviously, and then like it'd reveal the stump. Accessory wise, they could come with like a sword with like the lasers and stuff, which would be really cool. And I think it'd be a really simplistic and easy figure for character options to make, but it's just a character that I've always really liked from series 6. In at number 4, the Minotaur, ironically, as well, another one from series 6. God Complex. I think the writer is called Matthew Waterhouse, Matthew Waterhouse, I think. Don't get me. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing his name right or if I've even got the right writer. But I do think God Complex is one of his better episodes, and in that there's a Minotaur, and a Minotaur figure would be really cool because it's a really sort of when you think of Greek mythology and that, you think Minotaurs, Medusa, stuff like that, you know, Poseidon. Those are probably the top 3 things from Greek mythology, and to get one of those in a 5-inch figure for Doctor Who would be really cool because you could use it in, I don't know, in like other sort of stop motion animations or figure adventures or whatever, and it just looked cool on a shelf, you know, next to, I don't know, like Rory the Roman or something, you know. I know that Roman Greek mythology is, you know, different time periods, but still it looked pretty cool, you know, amongst other Doctor Who figures, and just the detail they could go to and that of the figure and the size of it. It could be bigger than an average figure because obviously then it makes it look more menacing. In at number 3, the Mummy from series 8 from Mummy on the Orient Express. That'd look really cool because when you think of Egyptian mythology and sort of and that, the first thing that comes to mind, for me at least, are mummies, you know, wrapped in bandages and stuff like that. They could really put some awesome detail into it, like weathered bandages, and really make it cool looking. And then the very few bits of flesh you do see on its skin, on the skin on the arms, it could be like all like bitten and weathered and stuff like that. If you've seen my zombie review of a zombie from The Walking Dead, they could do it like that figure. Every time you see the flesh, but then like put bandages over it and stuff, and then weather it and like make it all like kind of like sort of like ancient-y looking and that. And I just thought as a play feature for the kids, or for younger fans, and whatnot. And personally, I like the idea, and I'm, a teen. But I think this idea was that maybe there could be like a switch at the back of the head, and then like the eyes glow red. I know that wouldn't be like episode accurate, but it'd just be a cool little play feature. In at number 2, another monster or villain or creature from Series 8, the Scovox Blitzer. I can't remember if they are officially going to make one for 3.75 inch range, but I saw something on my Facebook newsfeed a while back, like ages ago, about them modelling a Scovox Blitzer and that. But it's just that he's already a rather small character and of size. I can imagine if they made him in 5 inch, so to make him then in 3.75 inch, it'd be like really diddy and not like big, sort of thing. And I don't know, it just look a bit silly really, and you wouldn't just be able to get as much detail and that awesome detail of the robot and the arm cannons and stuff, and the facial detail and the back detail of like that owl like look. I really like the Scovox Blitzer, if you couldn't already tell. And then in number 1, which is a figure that I've always been wanting for ages now. Whether or not they make one in 5 inch, I don't know, but I would personally, I would definitely buy it. And without further ado, that is the Gunslinger from Series 7 Part 1. One of the better episodes from Series 7, just generally, to be honest, personally, in my opinion, which is A Town Called Mercy. And to have that sort of cowboy like figure would be cool, because you think the westerns, you think cowboys, you think sci-fi, you think robots. Put the two together and you've got the Gunslinger. Who wouldn't want that in 5 inch, in a 5 inch little like figure with high detail and stuff like that, with one arm being like robotically detailed and like with the arm cannon, and then the other with like just a little hand, and maybe he could hold a pistol or something, from I don't know, like a Star Wars figure or a Torchwood figure or something like that, or a sword even from the Walking Dead range. It looked cool, and the hat and the face detail, with half of his face being like a robot eye and stuff, and then the rest of it all being more normal and that looking and stuff, and the boots and just the cape, the weathered cape, and I can just visualise how cool it'd look if they made a really good detailed 5 inch figure of the Gunslinger / Carla Jack. I would really love that. Whether or not Character Options ever make any of these figures, I don't know. I'd really love it if you guys and girls would comment below your top 5 options for, mainly monsters of monsters. This one will be classed as sort of the monsters, top 5 monster action figure ideas. So comment below your top 5 thoughts of what monsters should be turned into 5 inch figures. Personally, I want to kind of try and exclude, or I tried excluding Series 8 mainly, just because that's already just come out, and the 3.75 inch have only just been around for a while, and so more than likely most of those monsters, if they are going to be made into figures, will be made into 3.75 inch rather than 5 inch figures, unfortunately. Whereas with the older ones, we might have more of a chance to get them in 5 inch, because we already have like Series 6 figures in 5 inch, so it'd make more sense to do a Headless Monk or a Minotaur or whatnot. So as always, thanks for watching. Comment, rate and subscribe.